Hello there and welcome to the show again. And I know the festive season is in the air, Mike.
Yes, I can't wait just to take it easy together with friends and family.
And today we have something special about Ongata Rongai. Now, many of the area residents have been yearning to appear on this show. And do you know why?
Well, it's because they say living in Ongata Rongai is like living in the diaspora.
By the way, and you live in Ongata Rongai.
Yeah, that means that every day I come to work, I am basically daring abroad.
Yes, there is this road between Kitengela and Ongata Rongai via Twala, you know about it.
Yes.
So it's not in very good conditions and area residents would want it fixed. So they are saying if it's fixed, that area will realize its economic potential. There's so much from horticulture, industries, name them. And that's why we are pitching tent there to tell their story. And remember, there are so many Kenyans who've invested there. Some are still in the diaspora. They've bought land there. Others, of course, are locals. And imagine, diaspora and home. And you know, on this show, we normally connect diaspora and home.
Very true.
What else?
Also on the show, we will take you to Luton in the UK and we will be serving you some Matumbo made by a Kenyan in Luton in the United Kingdom. But before we get things going, well, Alex, I have to congratulate you on being awarded the Moran of the Burning Spear. Congratulations,
wow,
sir.
Thank you, Mike. I really feel honored, Mike. I feel humbled and I dedicate this to all those who believe in the vision of telling the good story.
Indeed.
And let's get going. So we begin our show from Ongata Rongai. Take a look. Peter Waroi, a returnee from the UK, is busy on his farm in an area known as Mpakasi in Mavoko constituency along the Kitengela-Ongata Rongai road. He is among many who have invested big in agriculture in this area that is dotted with a variety of economic activities, not to forget the neighboring Nairobi National Park, busy market centers, resorts, and further down towards Ongata Rongai, institutions like Nazarene University. All these depend on this road via the famous Twala Market in Kajiado East constituency. It is a 34-kilometer Class C road. It falls under the Kenya Rural Roads Authority, KERA, and for a long time it has been a subject of discussion with area residents lobbying for it to be tarmacked. Engineer Justus Wambutura, who practices farming here, is the chairman of Kitengela-Ongata Rongai residents.
We first came looking for land here, that is those 1980s. There was no road, there were a few paths we were passing through, people's chambers, passing through plains full of animals. From that time I've seen very many people coming, they have bought land. But we have a lot of hardships. We have been requesting for the tarmacking of this road for many, many years. And we have had various government promises which have not come to fruition. When we have made a lot of efforts through the local leadership to get the road tarmacked, because this road connects at the river, which means it can act as a bypass from Mombasa or from Western Kenya.
Wambutura used to work with Kenya Power, and in his retirement, this is where he calls home. He also owns a restaurant known as The Cockpit, and for his business to run smoothly, a good road network is important.
We opened in 2019, then the COVID came in, then we reopened again 2021 when restrictions were eased. This Cockpit is not only a restaurant, it is actually a complex which is very suitable for CBC education, because we do not only have a restaurant, it's a full ecosystem. We have a farm where we are growing food crop, we have accommodation facilities, we have animals, tame animals, and we have some birds also, some very unique birds which we have. And because of environment, we have a nursery which has over 300 different species of plants. We are showing even how to make fertilizers instead of buying fertilizer, composting, manure. We have a lot of horticulture farmers here, supplies Nairobi with a lot of vegetables. We have even hydroponic farming in this area, which is a very new concept in Kenya.
And this road is full of dust.
Kiberu Brian, a youth leader and a member of Olosirikon Residents Association, explains why they claim they are living abroad.
It's so near yet too far. Meaning every time you come here, you're daring abroad, because apart from the bad roads, we've been neglected in terms of the social amenities ambazo zinafaa kuwa huku. Hapa ni kama tuko Mandera ama tuko Somalia ama tuko Ethiopia. Na tuko Nairobi kabisa. Actually hata wakati ile ya Nairobi Metropolitan, hapa pande hii yetu tulikuwa tumewekwa ni kama tuko Nairobi. But hatuko, tumesaulika kabisa.
Peter Waroi, a returnee from the UK, is among the many diasporans, so to speak, who have been eager to invest here.
I am requesting the government to tarmac this road so that those people who are living abroad and those who want to invest here can come and build their own houses. We have so many people who have bought their own plots here, but they can't come. In fact, myself, I was lucky because I came first and I started planting trees before I did anything. And that is why the place looks a bit greener. But when it is raining, it is impossible. You can't come here.
Peter is a car dealer. I'd met him earlier at his premises along Langata Road in Karen, but he spends most of his weekends on his farm in Mpakasi, Mavoko constituency, along the Kitengela-Ongata Rongai road.
When I came here first in 2016, I was looking for a place I can build a nice house where I can retire, you know, when I'm tired in Nairobi, I can come here. But because of the road, I even stopped building there. Most of the people, they are even investing as far as Isinya, Kajiado, but this is the nearest place to Nairobi. But they can't come here because of the road.
The other key economic activity here is quarrying. The area is rich in pozzolana, a type of volcanic ash used for cement making. These trucks belong to contractors supplying material from the quarries to the cement manufacturing companies in Kitengela. On this road, you will also be meeting trucks carrying sand and other building materials. This, according to Kenya Rural Roads Authority, poses a big challenge on the maintenance of the road, as the road cannot withstand the heavy trucks. The Director General of the authority, Philemon Kandie, says plans are underway to tarmac the road subject to availability of funds. But in the meantime, the authority continues to make the road motorable to all weather conditions. Residents hope the road will eventually be tarmacked.
Fumbi inakuwa mingi, watoto wanakohoa. Sisi wote tunaumizwa na ufumbi ya hapa. Mifugo yenyewe unaona mbuzi inakonda kwa ajili anakula hii fumbi ya barabara. Hana nyasi inakula sasa. Nataka tu kumwambia watu wa kasi wa mabarabara aje tusaidie kwa ajili tunaumia sana.
Mimi ni mwendesha bodaboda hii eneo na tumekuwa tukilalamikia hali ya hii barabara. Haijakuwa mzuri ya kutosha kwamba magari yetu na pikipiki zetu unapeleka service kila wakati, na wateja pia wamekuwa wakilalamika, unambeba unasikia barabara fumbi mingi, mashimo, unamgongesha hata customer amefika kama amechoka. So tulikuwa tunauliza kama inaweza kuwa inafanyiwa repair ama at least hata kama itawekwa lami, tutaweza shukuru sana kama wakaaji wa hii eneo na kama waendesha bodaboda pia.
Anyone who lands in Nairobi has to pass up here. You can see as I talk, there is a plane. This is the pathway for all planes that are coming down to the JKIA. So let's say I'm coming from London. I'll have to pass by looking at my home because I'm a resident here. Get down to JKIA very comfortably. Even when I'm seated on the plane, seated with someone, I'll tell them, down there, that's my home. But then, with all that comfort, once I land to JKIA, I can't come all the way here with a taxi. Reason being, no Uber, no Taxify, no Bolt, no taxi company can allow to come all this way. Once they get to that side, they say, hapa ni kichaka.
The irony is the value of land here continues to rise.
This road, if you find this is the only place you can find big road which are not utilized, where people can do even the big forward agenda of the president, the housing. This is the place where you can only find good rad to build a house, more houses for people who are not, able to buy expensive lads along Thika Road and the rest. Yes, I can tell you so many people have bought rad here. So many people, especially from UK, they have bought a lot of rads here. They have bought plots. They have been waiting for the road to be tarmacked so that they can start building homes where they can be calling home.
Again, as indicated earlier, this road falls under the Kenya Rural Roads Authority, and according to the authority's Director General, plans are underway to tarmac the road as the authority has requested for funding from the National Treasury. In the meantime, he says KERA has been maintaining it to make it motorable under all weather conditions. According to KERA, the maintenance cycle is high on this road. Residents say should the road be tarmacked, it will make their life easy.
Let's say I want to go to Kitengela. Kitengela is just way down here, but the road is pathetic. So what I have to do, because if you use the road, you utapata mashida nyingi za gari. I have to go all the way to Rongai, go down using Magadi Road, past Galleria, go all the way Langata to Nairobi CBD, pale Nyayo Stadium. Then I have to go all the way down Mombasa Road. Then once nimefika pale Mombasa Road, then I branch up to Kitengela. And that you find is, for me, it's also not cost effective. And we're just next to the national park. Once this road is opened, you'll find that most tourists and most companies will come and open here. Kutakuwa na Airbnb, kuna kampuni zitafunguliwa ambazo zitaweza kusaidia kupatiana employment. So there are so many opportunities that can come with this road.
This place is known as Camp David. It was an upcoming resort whose business did not pick up, partly because of the poor state of the road. Real estate developers have also burnt their fingers.
We have a lot of people who are willing to set up new factories. To mention but a few, we have the Sigma feed, which produces a big percentage of animal feed in this country. We have Kitengela grass, which is a tourist attraction and which produces in glass, very unique in glass materials. We have people who are setting up even motorcycle assembly plants along this area, next to SGR, which is passing through the area.
Further down, the road between Nazarene University and Ongata Rongai is tarmacked, but it has developed potholes.
Barabara ikitengenezwa itakuwa na manufaa mingi sana kwa sababu hii area iko na a lot of resources. A lot of resources zinatoka kwa hii upande. Serikali inapata a lot of revenue kutoka kwa hii barabara.
Wow, Alex, what an amazing story and what a constructive way to look at challenges.
And indeed, Mike, that's in line with our vision at Chams Media of telling the good story. You've seen the potential in that area. Now, we take a short break. When we return,
well, we will take you to Luton and serve you some amazing Matumbo.
While filming in Luton, east of England, the crew and I were surprised to stumble upon a Kenyan selling authentic Kenyan delicacies at Luton Indoor Market. Matumbo, ugali, kukuchoma, oxtail, you name it, Grace Gaidhuma has it. Unfortunately, our visit coincided with the lunch rush. That meant that even though Gaidhuma was excited to host us, she barely had time for a chat, so we had to do it on the go.
My business is selling food. Yes. Yeah, and I love cooking. Usually I go by the tag African food, but I sell what the customer wants. Chicken is my favorite. My best supporters love their chicken. Yeah. And that's the one that sells most.
So you sell chicken?
And mainly, my supporters apparently are not Kenyans. They're from the Indian side of it. And they come. It's get one, get all. Yeah.
So you have cornered that market? Huh?
Yeah, I love it. And we've become friends now because I've done it for many years. Yeah.
Yes, her finger-licking food is famous in these parts. Her clientele coming from far and wide to partake of her unique take on African cuisine. And having sampled her cooking, I see what all the fuss is about. Tamu sana. Clearly, there is more to her skill than just mere talent.
I've been a chef all my life. I'm an ex-Alliance. From Alliance, I went to Italy College. From Italy College, I've worked in various places. I was the catering manager in Gertrude's Hospital. Yeah, and before then I was the catering manager in the Mater Hospital.
This culinary prowess came in handy upon relocation. Since arriving in the UK in 2004 Valentine's Day, Gaiduma has felt the love of the British people. This is majorly due to the fact that Britain is a melting pot of culture, according to UK's High Commissioner to Kenya, Jane Marriott.
The UK is a very diverse country, actually. Our national dish is curry from India. We're a country that embraces multiculturalism in many, many parts of our country.
Apart from this, Kenyans in the hospitality sector are highly sought after here.
At the moment, if you are Utali trained, for instance, it's very easy for you to get a job in Ganze or Jazi Island because Utali graduates are very highly regarded. And I think there's at least 120 recruited over the last year and a half alone.
I was employed in the hotel industry. I've worked for the Ramada Jarvis in this country. I've worked in the barracks, Basingbourne Barracks in Royston. Yeah, I've worked in the Windermere. Yeah, and then from the Windermere I came here. This is what I do full time. It's too occupying because I'm here all day. I can hardly manage to do anything else.
So how many people do you serve a day typically?
Enough. Enough. Sometimes so many. Like I can tell you today lunchtime, I sold to over like 30 people at the same time. And then they went. So my day is made. Yeah, so everything now I'm doing is, yeah.
So your ingredients you source, are they locally sourced or kuna special ingredients that unatoka?
Yeah, I buy my chicken there, I buy my fish there, I get my vegetables from there. My rice is from behind me. Yeah.
Let's now talk challenges. Were there any?
You know, you read the pounds and convert them to Kenya shillings and it sounds massive. Little did I know that after coming here, most of it goes to tax. So the figure you are promised. And I couldn't go back. I had already resigned in Gertrude, so I couldn't go back.
What of competition?
I'm not worried about competition. No. Think about it. Think about it. In your village, you had how many shops that used to sell sugar? Everybody sold their sugar. So I'm not worried about competition. No.
Based on the success she has had here in Luton, does the daughter of Kiambu have any plans for her homeland?
I'm planning to move down to Kenya and do the same business. Yeah, very soon. Yeah. And encourage other people who think they can't make it because they're not employed in the offices. You don't have to be employed in the office. Just enjoy what you do. Yeah.
Despite risking it all, a promising career and the comfort of being close to her two daughters and grandchild who are still based in Kenya, Gaiduma is happy with the path she chose.
You really have to be positive. You also have to be very faithful and God-fearing a bit, because a few times I get fake people trying to bring me things to sell. You really have to be straightforward. Yeah, if you want it to work out.
So the next time you find yourself in Luton and feeling a bit homesick, make sure to visit Tamu Tamu restaurant for a taste of home.
Wow. What I enjoyed there, Mike, is the Matumbo.
The Matumbo.
Yeah. Now, who onja Matumbo?
Well, I had the oxtail and it was equally delicious. So for you, the food was amazing?
Oh, I didn't even imagine I would find Matumbo somewhere in Luton in the UK, made by a Kenyan.
Very true. But I know Kenyans are going to give you a bit of a hard time because, you know, we noticed that you ate ugali with Matumbo and you were using a fork and a knife.
Muluya.
Muluya.
Well, I'll never do it again that way, and especially on camera where everyone is seeing. Anyway, so I know we have lots and lots of content to come your way from the UK, and we take this opportunity to thank all those who made our stay in the UK easy and comfortable. Anything else, Mike?
Well, I appreciated my time in the UK. It was my first time
It was your
there.
first time, yes.
The cold was unbearable.
Great.
But I appreciated it, so thank you so much. And my message to the viewers is Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Yes.
And on behalf of the entire Chams Media team that made this production possible, many thanks for watching and see you again next time. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.